Emergencies happen, and when the tap runs dry, clean water jumps straight to the top of your to-do list. This isn't just your everyday water filter. Stick around and I'll show you how to turn it into your emergency clean water solution. Alright, let's go over what you're gonna need to get started. First, you'll need 2 containers. One for dirty water, one for filtered. Keep the dirty one small enough to lift overhead, but large enough to submerge your filter. And make sure your clean container is actually clean. That's where your drinking water is gonna go. Next, the disinfectant. Bleach. Look for 5.25% sodium hypochlorite and make sure it's fairly fresh as it starts to degrade after only 6 months. Grab a crescent wrench for any tight fittings, and of course, duct tape. It wouldn't be DIY without it, right? Containers, check. Disinfectant, check. Tools, check. All right, it looks like we've got everything we need. Now let's convert your system for emergency filtration. Before you do anything, turn off the cold water valve under your sink. Even if nothing's coming out now, you don't want a surprise if the water kicks back on while everything's disconnected. Disconnect the inlet tubing from the adaptive valve. Remove the blue outlet tubing from the system. Now, remove your Multipure system from under the sink. Loosen the V-band clamp and remove the bottom half of the housing. Do this over your dirty water container in case there's leftover water inside. Remove the outlet fitting. Set the bottom half of the housing and the outlet fitting aside. You won't need these again until it's time to reinstall your system under the sink. Move the 3/8" fitting from the inlet to the outlet. Great, and just like that, your under-sink drinking water system is now ready for emergency water filtration. Now that your filter is ready, let's collect some water, disinfect it, and put it to work. Fill your dirty water container with the cleanest source you can find. No salt water, no brackish water, and avoid pool water if you can. It's already loaded with unnecessary chemicals. Before you filter the water, it needs to be disinfected. Add 16 drops of bleach per gallon of dirty water. No dropper? No problem. 16 drops is 0.8 milliliters, which you can measure using something like a medicine syringe. If you don't have a dropper or a way to measure milliliters, this table shows you how to measure it using common kitchen tools. Now mix that in. It should smell faintly like pool water. Let this sit for 30 minutes so the bleach can do its job. It's been 30 minutes, so your water is disinfected. Let's put this filter to work. Submerge the entire filter into the treated water, making sure it is completely underwater. Next, find a spot to elevate your container of disinfected water. Aim for around 5 to 6 feet off the ground so gravity can assist with the siphon. Then place your clean container down low, ready to catch the filtered water. To start the flow, suck on the tube until the siphon begins to flow. If water starts flowing too easily, double check your connection. You've probably got your line hooked into the inlet instead of the outlet. Here's a bonus tip. Another way to make the siphoning flow easier, insert the smaller faucet tubing into the larger filter line and seal it with your duct tape. You'll get a longer siphon and a handy shutoff thanks to the faucet valve. If your filter is new or if it was dry before starting, that can make siphoning harder. If this is the case, just soak it in water for several hours beforehand to make it easier. If you have an Aqualux system, you're not out of luck. Contact our customer care team to get one of these adapters. Just plug it onto the top of your filter and then just follow the same steps to siphon. Whether it's a quick shutoff or something bigger, you've got a safe and simple way to disinfect and filter water. And once your tap's back on and any advisories are lifted, just clean and disinfect the housing, grab a new filter, and reinstall it under your sink. If you've been through a natural disaster, don't hesitate to reach out to our customer care team. We're here to help however we can, with support, discounts, and a whole lot of care. Because clean water doesn't have to be complicated, even in a crisis.